Will it let me put my music back up? Let's see. Pin to... No. 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 You would think there'd be a way to... Feels like it's just one or the other on a phone. It's gonna suck. Cancel. Nope. Not that. Suppose there's a reason I don't do this on... There has to be a way. Okay. I'm going to assume not, then. So we'll just leave it like that for now. Whenever I need, I'll bring you guys around when it's needed. You guys can just get to hear me do stuff around my house for the moment. Well, the house I'm moving out from. I was hoping to have music and stuff playing, but joke's on me, I guess. Especially when I don't know the basics. So right now it is just... Oh, there's that. It's... Hi! How's it going, guys? Ugh. Thank you. Let's see. I am trying to get as much stuff packed so I can't keep an eye on the chat like I normally would when I was sitting at my computer. I don't have a way to carry my phone around with me and clean simultaneously. Struggle. Oh, thank you for the gold coin. Would it shock you to say I was 34? Where's all the things? Up the stairs. Down I go. There. Here. Hey, another hair tie. Alright. Oh, and I should be out of my work shirt. Yeah. Okay. Out of the work shirt so I don't burn that today. Alright. Goal today is to get the rest of my stuff out of here so I can deep clean. I hired some professionals to come to move the stuff that I refuse to ever try and lug around with help, like my couch. Oh, that's heavy. I don't remember this being heavy when I first got it. I wonder if that goes to show. 23 hours of packing in one day is just too much of a toll on the human body. Hey, key. Must be one of the house keys. Let's see, can I get this up the stairs? Let's see. Hi, everybody. Let's see. See if I can get this in a way that could work. Aha! Look, 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 look. Without breaking this. Whew. Success. Oh, screwdriver. Smelt. Umbrella. Is my broom up here? I have to go back downstairs to my broom. Yeah, it's a dustbin that's up here. At some point, I got my sister coming, and I have some professional movers as well. I'm just trying to get things out of the way for the professional movers. Because things I am not looking to my new place without help. My washer, my dryer, my couch. Those were a pain in the patootie to get in my house when I first bought them, and I did that with very little help or my sister's help. I vowed never, ever again. And that was like 10 years ago. I haven't actually moved in 10 years. Oh, hat burn cape. I can throw it out. There. Get another bag for all that. Scrunchie. Alright, let's see. Those are fine. I guess I need another bag. Brought one bag downstairs, just good. Neurodivergent cleaning at its finest. / moving. Picture. These can all go on the shelf for now. Seat. Hello. Bring you guys a little lower. A lot of my cleaning is also making up for about 3 years of bad mental health and lack of decluttering. Yes, need that. keep the sock. Yes, keep that. Big chunk. I can stop pouring in my purse. Keep the screw. Go get the dustpan. No, but I need the dustpan. Oh, I walked right by it. Okie dokie, son. Alright. Good as a hammer. Let's see. Too bad I brought my phone holder to the new place, or I'd have a way to actually keep it propped better. Let's see. I need a new dustpan. Whew. Okay, there's that. I can leave these up here. And when my sisters come over, hopefully soon, they can just start moving these things for me. Oh, screwdriver. I need a screwdriver. Whew. Oh, so I need to take that down. Ah, my phone. Why'd you do that to me? Still wish I had music to play. What in the tarnations is this long screw? At least it felt long. Oh, that was held up by a push pin. That can go there. This can go here. Push pin. Alright, a screwdriver that wants to continuously get lost. Stay where I can see you. Yes, I have to. Here's my phone. Alright, let's make a bet on if my sister forgets her ratchet straps today. She forgot them yesterday, so there was some stuff we had to put on hold. What's this? I don't know what that is. Seems like a car charger of sorts. This one here. Oh. Actually, no. I gotta get into the. How many? My kids. All right. Let's see. I will bring you down to floor level at some point. I just got a lot of kid mess to take care of first. Because they want to have like 10,000 garbage bags to do one thing. This is garbage now. That's not going to go out right yet. Those need to be packed, and I do need it out of my way to get in the storage room. Just shot on a complete accident. Oh, I do have my thing. Hey, that's what I was using yesterday. It tends to be what I use for my phone all the time. Who's really an idea with put a bag of garbage in a closet? The most brilliant thing my kids did yesterday was they packed 2 bags of garbage in with all the moving stuff. I need to take the vacuum with this more. Also, about 90% of my old place is carpeted. So at some point I have to actually take a vacuum instead of a broom to my carpets. I learned why my father hates carpet, which was something which was a big deal growing up, because I always wanted carpet as a kid, just to realize why carpets and kids do not mix, and I do not understand the logic of if you're going to rent to families with children or pets, why carpet, unless the sole purpose is to charge families for carpet repairs. Mind you, my carpet is over 10 years old. So I know they're going to be ripping it out when I move out. But they still require me to pay for a professional carpet cleaner to come in first. Hopefully I won't forget anything, or she won't. I sent her a message, so if she forgets them, it's all on her. Alright, so supposed to be what's in the van currently. I wonder if we still have the. Maybe I'll ask my sister. cicadas are loud today, even when I'm wearing noise-canceling earbuds. Jack number 1, jack number 2. Oh, I forgot how heavy jacks were. I've only ever needed to use a jack once. And that was 15 years ago to change a tire. Well, this is going to just close the dumpster. Oh, that morning sun kills. Ha! Now, no. I know you're a piece of wood, but you're going to block the sun. So my house suffers from a thief that likes to steal our spoons. We have our couch that likes to eat just about anything, including phones, silverware, crumbs, you name it. But when my sister moved out, we lost our sock thief, but our spoon thief stayed. And I have been finding silverware left and right since the move actually started yesterday. Ah, piece of cardboard fooled me. I think I have found almost 5 spoons. And don't get me wrong, I've replaced our spoons multiple times over the years. But the fact that they're all appearing now is like amazing. Why is there a pool? Oh, vaguely know why there's a pool noodle in here. Okay. Let's take care of the storage room, which is my kids' favorite place to play for whatever reason. Oof. And find some of my missing manga while I'm at it. Whoa, book of use. I don't even remember having this book. Where'd this book come from? Copyright. Oh, so this is for the new live action movie. Right? Let's see. Yeah. All it has to say in the prologue is the Mariner. I know how that movie started. This is not mine. Who got this book? End anxieties and stop worrying. You would think it would be me who got this, as I have similar books like it, but that is not mine. Babysitter's Club. Let's see. Good morning. Let's put this. What is just like... I don't know. If I don't know what it is, I check it. Golden rule. This is like spring cleaning, fall cleaning, and whatever other routine cleanings you can think of wrapped into moving day. Hey, a broken hanger that's still usable. Nope. So many things. Okay. This one's mine. A 5-minute gratitude journal that I don't know how to write 5 minutes worth of gratitude for. Because I overthink it. I suppose it should be the 5-minute silver lining journal. I can think of lots of silver linings. There's another that goes to the there. Nobody's coming up anymore. So, we will come over that soon. One bad decision purchased by my husband. It never worked out the way he thought it would. Maybe I'll actually be able to vacuum my house, this house today. I moved to a place without carpets, so once I'm actually done cleaning this place, I can actually throw out my vacuum and rug doctor. I am so looking forward to like 2 less cleaning things. Ha ha ha. Broken hanger, good hanger. Oh. I don't know if that actually fits any of my pictures. The best cleaning motivation, moving up day. A push pin. Can never have enough of those. Have to go there. Why is there a catfish in here? Old massage gun. Alrighty. Interesting birthday invitation. Let's see. So yeah, I started packing and getting ready for this move at about 3 a.m. Monday morning. I was doing things for the move from 3 a.m. I finally laid down in my bed at 10 p.m. last night. My allergies made me suffer sleep all right-ish. I say ish because it had me waking up at 2:30, about 3 hours before my alarm, because I ran a shuttle at work before I came to do more packing. And I had to fight myself to get out of bed, because I'm out of allergy medicine, just to have my allergies almost make me sick. Well, that's not gross and good sweat. So I blasted the AC on me for like 10 minutes in my vehicle there. Then I washed my face when I got to work for my sinuses to finally give me relief. And hopefully my sister will bring me some allergy medicine. I didn't realize how much my mental health made this an allergy infestation. And I'd spent about 5-ish years doing allergy shots. And I almost never need allergy medicine. Honestly, I only stopped because I lost my full-time job back in October, and I just didn't go back. Okay. That's a bit better. Oh, yay. I'm gonna have to look at my notebooks later. Once everything's hooked up at the new place. Wow, girls, you made it look like a rainbow threw up on this carpet. It'll be interesting to see how the water comes out. Just my rug doctor. These two things back over here. Let's see. Anybody talking to me? No, nobody's awake yet. Hi guys. Thank you for stopping by. Wish I had music to play, but mobile live streaming apparently doesn't allow me to play music on a different app over this, so or else I'd be jamming to my music. But my laptop and everything is in a new place, so I can't dual screen anything. idea why they wanted a pool noodle. And it was not to go to the pool. Let's move these onto the shelf. Is this still needing clothes? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh. Probably have to turn the AC back on soon. Ah! I know you're an old garbage bag, but I hope the chalk doesn't stain my pants. You know, I think I have the first room I can finally say I can vacuum. And that should say a lot considering almost 23 hours worth of cleaning. Or not. I suppose I'm up to 25 now. Hours worth of cleaning. Let's see. Up my stairs. And you guys get to join the pieces of wood at my window. Yay, fur. Alright, I'm going to need this so I don't hurt everybody's ears with my vacuum, because Alright, part 1 vacuum is over. Whew. I can't tell if that's more fur or more dirt. Or hair. I actually shed a lot. I actually broke a vacuum a couple months ago just for how much hair I didn't know was in my carpet trying to vacuum. Alright, I need to move those boards. Now these tabletops here were originally meant to be like sawn in half and used as makeshift dresser tops because at a hotel I worked at I got some furniture and we figured if we weren't going to take the desk then we would have to cut this thing up in half. So it would be 2 tops. And my sister never followed through. She's the one with all the power tools. I'm the one with the theory that knows it's possible. I just can't take things apart and put them back together without without having extra pieces. I learned that when I was 6 years old, and it has not changed. I'm very good at diagnosing though. Oof. So I don't know what time she's coming over, so I shouldn't have garbage just sitting in front of the door. Thank you. Oh, Bethman. And it's finally dry. Soft comes down this way. I think I'm keeping this. I'm assuming so. I think one of my kids' feet still fits this. Oh, no, I got both. I got a matching set. Might as well. Here's my allergies kicking in. Keep the L wrench. I'm gonna buy myself a new toolbox at some point. Screw. That should work. I need the carpet cleared for a moment. Because I'm going to see what I can get. Because three of the things the movers are moving are all up on this ground floor. So I'm trying to make this as seamless as possible, so because they're estimating about 2 hours for everything I asked them to do, and I would prefer not to kill the moving guys while they're helping me out. I would feel really bad. So it's the first time I've asked professionals for help. Alright, mute so I can vacuum. Alright. Done with this round. Now, I frequently clean this hallway. This is still a lot of fur, hair, and stuff in the darn vacuum. Ah, there we go. Empty, empty, empty. One thing I wish I had is a Kirby. I fell in love with those vacuums about 11 years ago now? 12 years ago, something like that. I ended up working as a salesperson for the company for a small period of time. Made $0 off of it. Also, probably not the best when you're a woman either. But, well, a woman with trauma history, I should say. I'm going to do the bathroom last up here. Just because there's nothing in the bathrooms besides the litter box. My sister has my cat right now that the movers are going to be concerned on. So my biggest thing is to get the floors up here vacuumed and then go back downstairs. Alright, so this used to be my bedroom that I have the phone in currently. So the only thing in here that the movers are taking is this out to the dumpster. I took all the drawers, they just have to do this. So I just have to finish the carpets. I wanted to do that yesterday, but the fact that I couldn't get the keys to the new place until after 4 p.m. grated on my nerves. Also, this is the bedroom in which I did all my gaming when it wasn't on the PlayStation, all my streaming in general. Like, you watched me writing, watched me play a game on my laptop. That was all done in this room. I can do those later. This is also the room where all my hair shed, and I broke my vacuum trying to vacuum, not realizing how much hair was actually on the carpet and didn't end up on a brush and then a garbage bag. Wish there was an easier way to do a panorama of this room. Maybe like that. Then that. Yeah. Here's a lot of the shedded hair of mine. Before I was diagnosed with ADHD, since I got diagnosed with ADHD during COVID, but not for the reasons you're thinking. Since I was a teenager, I've always struggled with energy and waking up, so sleep inertia. So, let's see, probably since 2005, maybe a little earlier than that, I don't quite know. I've always told my doctors that I'm always tired. Now, I did, and still sometimes do, or can if I really try, wake up at 7:30 for school, and then I would stay up all the way until 4:30 the next day, sleep for 3 hours, repeat. A lot of that came down to childhood trauma, because I would spend my nights reading books mainly, a form of escapism, if you will, when I had no choice but to be home. What's this? No idea. And that chronic fatigue / sleep inertia, even with taking vitamin D supplements and everything, followed me throughout my whole life. It got to the point before COVID that I would be fighting myself just to stay awake at my desk job where I was a billing specialist. And it made me wonder if I had narcolepsy. Which, no, I don't have narcolepsy. So, I followed YouTube content creators since, the ones that do playthroughs, since 2016-ish. And some of them did their own ADHD tests, which led me to do my own. But it took me over 5 years to actually act upon those self-quizzes that would say, maybe you should talk to a medical professional for a proper diagnosis. Because I don't think if it wasn't for COVID, I probably wouldn't have gotten diagnosed. And I would still be struggling. And if I wasn't diagnosed, I wouldn't have the confidence to even stream. I have a weird paranoia that's gotten better this year on showcasing myself online. But being an echo bard has definitely helped. Writing my book Bound in Time has helped more than I ever thought it would. And then role playing has actually helped. I role play with myself, but I mean, it's hard for me to make friends. I don't even know what signals a friend as an adult. And this year, I actually got up the courage to ask my primary care physician about checking to see if I'm possibly autistic based off of all the autism and ADHD combined research. Unfortunately, the place here where I live was booked out for over a year, so I won't have any confirmation of being Audi HD until the end of 2027. But I think once I start posting on my Patreon my Echoverse, the lore there, it might, I think it might showcase just everything I'm kind of talking about. And yes, I'm sweating. My house has the worst weatherproofing. Well, I shouldn't call it mine anymore. This place I lived in for the last 10 years has the worst weatherproofing, and property management has done nothing. They gaslit me for 5 years on the HVAC just to have a professional come and say, it's dead. And then my water heater kapooted. But it's been trying to kaput for almost 10 years. And it finally kapooted this year. And for fear of being gaslit, I wrote both maintenance and property management. Because I wasn't going to be told it's not my fault. Or wasn't going to be told it is my fault. Alright. Let's get to vacuuming again. To the vacuum. My room is definitely not dirty. Especially considering I am an adult and kind of mindful of everything. And I spent from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. yesterday on this room alone while everybody slept. So a lot of this is just progressive cleaning out the dresser, my desk, and anything my kids have done to my room. I probably shouldn't be put plug on that. But hopefully with you guys seeing my walls and stuff here, if you're a landlord, there's a reason why you need better paint options. It makes it very, very difficult to clean. I think if I zoom in here, you can see, I cleaned this part a little bit yesterday, and you can kind of see how the paint's already rubbing off. It makes it very hard to want to wash walls. But let's finish the, hello. Here's a good example. This is when I moved my bed and I scrubbed my wall really good. All those white marks is the paint coming off the drywall because it's crap paint. And that's even using really good wall cleaner. ZEP. Z-E-P. I can do this. Ha ha ha. Vacuum up all the dirt. All the dirt. Well, not really. About 99% of the dirt gets shoved all the way down to the carpet pad underneath, which is why it's always heavier when you uninstall a carpet and chuck it out the window to be garbage. A fun fact I learned from Kirby, the vacuum company. Not the pink little cutie, that's a video game. Kirby company. I don't know how vacuum is coming across in the audio, but if it's too much for you guys, I can go back to muting while I vacuum. Oh, I want that. I almost vacuumed this up, and I want that. Wow, I dredged up more dirt than I thought I would in this room, considering I just vacuumed really not that long ago. All right, let's see. Is it whistling? No, it's just mostly my hair. It's a majority of my hair. Oh, forgot to turn the camera back around. My hair. My hair doesn't know how to stay on its head. My head, not its head. I can English, I swear. Maybe a little bit of cat fur. Yeah. but you still get I found another one. Two. Hey. Thanks for the sub, Kel. I see the notification on my phone. Alright. Most of my deep cleaning will be done after the movers. Again. I've also sourced out professional cleaners in the area to come behind me and also deep clean. Because after 10 years of living in one place, I actually want my deposit back for a change. I've never fought for a deposit before because I never lived in a place longer than 2 years before this place I was living at. And knowing how much work has to be done even after 10 years, and the fact that they never had us fill out a move-in checklist, I'm going to expect my deposit back, which is worth less than what I pay for rent, but it's still better than anything else. Personal bedroom adventure until the dresser is removed, which is anytime in the next couple of hours. Alright, so back out to the hallway. Set those there. What did I do with, oh, put it right there. Alright. So, Molly can go in the bathroom there now. How do I want to do this? next bedroom is actually my girls' room. At one point, all four of my kids were sharing a room in here because my sister lived with us for a little bit. And they just all, in a weird way, gravitate to each other, even if they get annoyed with each other because of it. But yeah, it is warm in my house, and in this house, and I have to turn the AC back on. Because I prefer not to. Because I kept the utilities in my name for this place until the end of the month for any cleaning or anything else I might need to do to give myself the best fighting chance to make sure the deposit comes back to me when I officially turn over the keys. And I don't know what my point was in third. Maybe it was just me apologizing for the mess. I don't know. Alright, so how? Okay. So let me pull it out of the room real quick. So, don't mind the ADHD. This is how we're packing things for the kids. But this is why I need ratchet straps. So that can go on the dolly here. Somehow, we got one of a couple of these to the new place. Granted, the one sitting in my garage at the moment instead of in the house. But I don't recall them using the dolly to get even one of them into the U-Haul. My logic is not logicking. Because that's the only reason these are still here today is because my sister needed ratchet straps. But yet one's already at the house. Oop, hold on, guys. Figure out how to not have them die. So I'm going to keep this on mute and make some phone calls. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to get a hold of my sister. So what I am currently doing before my professional moving men show up to get the couple of things I need done without killing myself is moving what I brought up the stairs or put onto that shelf in to my storage closets. That way, because a couple of the things are directly downstairs. So I'm trying to give them as much possible space as they can possibly have to get couches to the dumpster or to the truck to bring over to the new place, as I can give them without them dying. So I will be keeping my mic muted while I have the professionals in the house. I'll let them know I'm live streaming. But if I need a mute or if I need to, turn off the camera, I'll give them that option. Alright. I do need to let the husband know that we have what's going on. So, I shall be back. Alright. That phone call's done. I am now back downstairs for the moment. Because there's 4 things in the downstairs they're going to move. 3 of which are going to the new place. 1 is being tossed because it's a sofa bed. And I probably need a new couch. But I can't afford one. Actually, I should keep an earbud out so I can hear them now. Do 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 do. And then once they're here, I'm going to have it muted. So there will be no mic on while they're here. Hopefully, my sister gets back to me soon. Ugh. I still got skizzers. Or did they make it all over to the house? It is a very good question. One I do not have the answer to as of washer and dryer when all said and done. Because my kids like to keep things under, and it's such a small space where we had it. You know what? Vinegar in the dishwasher. Let's break down all the food particles. Powder, heavy, sanitize, Star. I'm going to go open the door in case I don't hear them knock. You guys know I'm at it. Those children. Let's see how many more buggies in the house. Down. Okay. Alright, the ruined backpack. That can go in the garbage. But I apparently do not have skizzers in my house. So, why do I need skizzers? Because my couch eats things, and carpet beetles, because of it, have always liked the inside of my couch. And, oh, silverfish. And I tore open the bottom of my couch on the other side of the sectional. Hey, look it. Well, not you guys. To me in general. I found a butter knife. See? My couch eats things. Oh, and a hair tie. Lots and lots of garbage. Lots and lots of silverfish probably. Oh my lord, all this dust is making me jump. Like, it feels like I'm looking at giant ass, I kid you not, spiders just crawling through my couch. Maybe I wash my, no, don't wash my hands. Where did I put the dustpan? Where did I put the dustpan? Where's the knife? I have one of my stylus pens, but I can check that. I got plenty of those. One of my resistance bands from ages and ages ago. Lots of wrappers. A sock. A flashlight. Oh. Or maybe it wasn't. Oh, no, I heard. Oh, there. That's a fork, not a butter knife. Maybe the butter knife is a wrapper. And then my kids wondered why I hate them eating on the couch. Granted, I didn't know the inside of the couch was like this. It was under, but that's besides the point. I already grabbed it. I don't know. Alright, let's flip this back over. If that's everything, I'll be back to me now. Yep. think they're here. So I gotta put you guys back on mute. Yeah, sorry about that. Doing my best. But the moving guys are now gone and I can move around a little bit better. So, I need to find a garbage bag. Hold on. Okay. Okay, let's see. So my sister, well, I'll be going back over to my new place here shortly. Actually, I could probably set you guys down on the floor level there. I'll move around until we get here shortly. But I did, thanks to moving, find a nice fair amount of unused garbage bags that I can now use to throw things out. So some of the stuff that I thought I was going to carry, the professionals were nice enough to offer because I had we had forgotten to bring it up to them. Butt shot, leg shot. Let's. Okay. So, flip it around. So this was originally my living room. This is 10 years worth of grime on the wall. If it's yellow, it's because they never painted before I moved in. So whatever's on here is probably the previous tenants. There's bird crap on the window. But I never used the back patio because they never waterproofed the patio, so I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe going out there to clean. So I still got a bit of floor to clean. But this right here is a big neurodivergent pile of things still to go to the new place that we just didn't get to last night because it was 9:30 by the time we left here. This is a compilation of stuff that was in my couch, garbage bags I just grabbed from other rooms and finished filling up, and however many times I dumped that. All the kitchen chairs and the kitchen table are actually going to go to the dumpster. Bamboo basket's going to go to the dumpster. You guys didn't get a chance to see what was in this room, but all the furniture that was in this room went to the dumpster, so now I can just focus on cleaning what teenage boys like to not clean in their bedroom. And my boys are neurodivergent, and they have a very weird thing about cardboard. Just like a cat. Make no mistake about that. Most of this is probably going to go in the garbage. Well, not the instrument. My oldest used to play trombone. I'll keep the Lego whatevers, action figures, whatever you want to call them. If only got a couple things left in this bathroom besides deep cleaning it. I gotta wash the inside of the kitchen still. Vacuum the stairs. A lot of the crud came from moving stuff. Thank you, my children. Hi.
We're gonna be cutting that tree down so it doesn't fall. So tomorrow morning, just can you avoid these two spots?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Old maintenance guy who is the one that gaslit me about the HVAC. I gotta get all the cat stuff over to the house today so I can bring my cat back. He's been staying with my sister. Oh. Alright, so we have to do one of these. I thought they said they were going to do that one, but we don't have tape, so there's only a couple of things here to remove, and then I can finish cleaning. But yeah, literally a lot of it's just picking up the children's mess that got hid under furniture. The whole out of sight, out of mind. You don't realize you have a huge mess until you start removing things. Debating about dusting the HVAC. But it's I'm moving to a place that doesn't have the same size filters, so I'm just going to leave all my old filters with them because I don't need them. I have to buy a whole brand new size. But when I got the HVAC replaced last summer, it's literally been about a whole year now since I've had this new HVAC. It's actually been a lot dustier. It's very weird. So all this, I'm looking at myself. Ha 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 ha. So all this is going to go to the new place. Well, minus those 4 poles, they'll go to the garbage. That'll go to the garbage. But pretty much just about everything in here is going with me. Floor washing. The paint stripped because of all the washing I did on that from all the grime from warehouse work. I don't realize how dusty a warehouse is until you start working in a warehouse and you come home covered in filth without realizing it. Okay. But yeah, a lot of it's just now detail work. I do have to run back and pay the moving men, but it's all fine there. But this is what having 4 kids that are neurodivergent, all different sides of the spectrum divergent, extreme to non-extreme, does to a house. Especially when you have a parent with very bad mental health that the only thing they can do is survive by making sure they go to a job, which is not very healthy. Oh. Alright. Honestly, I'm still debating about keeping the curtains. Because the blinds in this place actually hide light pretty darn well. Maybe for my bedroom for my overnight job, but that might be about it. I will leave that there so that way I have a prop. I feel gross. I am sweating. I bet if I didn't have my thermostat covered, it would say it's about 80 in my house. I keep calling it mine, but I lived here for 10 years, and now I'm no longer living here. So there's that. I will say it's impressive. Normally there's ants lining this floorboard, but maybe one of their pesticides will finally work. Oh, so what my maintenance dude was asking me was not to park where I parked because they're going to cut down that tree. That tree has been dying for 10 years. They just decided this year to give me a non-renewal, and now they're going to take care of the tree. Huh. Suspicious. Yes, yes, I have decision paralysis at the moment. I want to clean next. Let's see. Maybe out here. It's a little bit more gross. Apologies. I had things laid out also to be able to take to the new place today. So, oh, a pin in my shoe. That sounds very lovely. Water dish. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Maybe I'll wash my hands. So I can eat it. I won't trust any of the cups over here. This. You know what? I is thirsty now. Ha 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 ha. I bet it's so. Ha 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 ha. Ice. Delicious. Alright. And now, I don't know if I have any washcloths. I really don't. I don't even want to do that, just for how much tide is spilled without us realizing it. Yeah. Blisters on my thumbs. I don't know how much stuff I'm actually eating of what's left. I do got a blister. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got a blister. It hurts. Ow. Alright, I gotta see. Washcloth. I can do some washing. I win. I win. Let's see. Alright. So, I do want to tackle first. This might be a stupid idea, but who's ever stopped anybody from doing something stupid? Put in the oven in clean mode. I have windows open, so technically it's not going to be any warmer in here than it would be. But my house attracts heat differently than a normal house. So we are going to wash the inside of the kitchen stuff first. Gotta hear somebody. I probably did, but I thought it was my sister. Also, this is a good time for me to see if I have all my normal cleaning supplies for me. My blister stings. Now I want to go swimming. Ice cold water. Yes. No, I do not remember the last time I went swimming. Let's see. I also wish I could just throw these in the damn dishwasher and be done with them and forget about them. But they are way too nefariously big to fit in a dishwasher. I also don't have anywhere to dry them. Oh, well. maybe I do 1 or 2 at a time. I still have to wash the inside of the fridge. It's one of the mental health neglected items too. So, and then it became that nobody wants to help with cleaning. So, deep cleaning the fridge was a non-priority. And so today, no! Also, I really do not like this paper. That's stuck on there. I might have to clean that one a second time. Oh. Grown. Grown. Oh, sister. Sister dearest, what's up? Okay. Sister dearest is on her way. What's this? I need to stop asking about silverware. I got silverware gremlins at the first spoons. Sometimes forks and knives, but a majority of the time it's spoons. I don't know if anybody else has spoon gremlins or fae that enjoy a good spoon from time to time. Right, this... I think this is from when my girls thought drying paint in the fridge was a good idea. And that was a recent development. That's a bit better. Ow! Sister, stop sticking. I don't care if you're fresh. Ah! Oh! Sister. I need another ice cube. Oh, ow. Ow. Anyone? I need a bit more dish soap. Let's see. Oh, is there more comments that I missed? Oh, look. There we go. Aha. So I have the dishwasher running a vinegar cycle while I hand wash the best of my abilities. Ah! This. Also, I need to bring the tea kettle. Do you think they sell apple cider at a gas station? She goes to gas stations more than I do. To the convenience stores. I'm very OCD. Kind of. Garbage too. I don't use that anymore. I haven't used that in a few years. More cat edges, tea kettle, toaster. Aha, found it. Those all have to go. That's on. We'll have to still clean away. Those things can all get thrown out up there. Alright. More of this. One of these days, maybe I'll actually have a camera that I can wear. And you guys can follow me around a lot better than me utilizing my phone all the time. Because if I'm not using my phone, I'm using my computer. And if I'm not using my computer, well, I'm always using my computer. But if I'm streaming on my PlayStation, I then utilize my computer to stream on multiple platforms. And then I don't have internet until later this afternoon. So, we are solely on mobile data at the moment. Come on. Thank you. It's like making a bigger mess than it needs to. So how do you make sure all the soap's off of it without pouring water all over the damn counter? Don't you dare. You're going to dry like Tetris. Because I said so.
Tetris?
Alright, sorry about that. I was talking to my sister, and she has her own qualms about being seen or heard on the interwebs. So, that was that. I think she's a huge tree. Yes. I'm hating it.
Here. Have a Pepsi with some Zyrtec and some Tylenol sinus relief.
Thank you. I'm honestly happy that my sinuses did technically stop bugging me once I start moving around a lot. But I am severely bruised now.
I have a bruise on my knee and I'm not, and it's not even a surface bruise. It's an internal bruise, and I don't know how it is.
Well, I know the one on my arm is from unloading the bikes yesterday because I commented how I just water on the floor.
So, failure basket garbage.
Yeah, it's super old. It's been in that icky whatever, and I don't need the fabrics to bring fly whatever's over with how the flies keep getting in this place.
Alright, there's that. What else?
Ow! Blister! Again! I will put the sinus stuff in my pocket and go take off. Ah!
Boots going on?
I was asked how we're paying the movers.
Is this right here all garbage?
Yes.
What are these for?
All right. Don't hurt yourself.
I didn't hurt myself, but just it fell.
Still. I will be back once everything is paid for.
Okay.
All right. I saw the maintenance dude earlier. I guess right as he put this on the windshield. That's part of why I had the door shut too. The dude that gaslit us for so many years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, on your way back, can you stop by the gas station and see if you can find my Monster Revive tea lemonade mix?
Send it to me in a message. And also, do you know if gas stations sell apple cider cold? I really want apple cider.
I don't think break time. I don't think break time does. I don't know about any other gas stations though.
I've never looked outside of a grocery store. That's my only issue, and I usually buy hot apple cider, and I forgot to do it last grocery trip. Okay. Messy van time. Because it's the one vehicle I typically don't drive. Ugh. Let's see. Haha, ha ha ha. Side view. Because I'm driving and this isn't my car. It's my van, just not my car. And my car has the charger I use for my phone. So, and it holds it up in an air vent, keeping it cool so my phone doesn't overheat. And my van does not have that. We are off to pay the movers. Enjoy the scenery if you can see it. If not, enjoy my side view. And it sucks that what I would prefer to play is technically attached to my phone, so I can't play music. Ow, all these damn bruises. Ow. I keep hitting something sensitive on my elbow and I don't know what it is. Alright, so it's depending on traffic. It's roughly maybe a 15-ish minute drive taking the highways in my city. And there seems to be a lot of traffic, so I'm going to take some back roads. But there's also a lot of construction on the highway, so for all I know, maybe taking this way is better. Honestly, when I worked part-time at a different hotel a few months back, this is kind of the way I would go for a while. I think that's why. Is it? I remember at one point taking this. No, not work. It was when my youngest was in preschool, I think. There was one time where her school lined up where I had to take her to preschool because there wasn't a busing option. And when I did take her, this was the way I would take. Ugh. My hair's kind of dry. Ugh. On the road again. And my van has nothing in it to unload when I go to pay the movers. I guess technically it is lunch rush, since it's technically anywhere between 11 and 2. Alrighty. And I still have to finish completing the whole move-in checklist. And there was a lot of stuff that I didn't notice originally in the house. And there was some stuff that me and the agents who showed me the house noticed. And honestly, I'm kind of sort of surprised that things that we noted didn't actually get taken care of. But I should have internet in my house anywhere in the next 2 to 5 hours. And I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be a little more complicated than an easy install. On to the highway we go. On to the highway we go. Normally I'm zoning out to my own music, validating that it's good consumption for the YouTubes. Because I've started cloning my vocals a little bit, helping me practice hearing where I'm out of tune and everything. I haven't done a musical or anything that's involved singing in 15 years. So I got a lot of muscle memory to make up for. And also, putting emotion into song can be really, really hard for me. It's one thing to get the breath control right. It's another thing to articulate emotion and stuff in a song. It is a bright sunny day and it's 90 degrees according to my van. She's up all the life flashed before her eyes. She didn't know from before. She was so excited. Keeping your hands up in the air. Jesus, take the lead. Let me find your hands. Yep, there's there. Yay! Let's see. I just need to give him enough space so I can him and go. Alright, guys, we're at the place. Hopefully you didn't mind my too much. I needed some music. I'm gonna put you on mute for now. Let's see. did. Oh, probably. Maybe that's a bit better. My screen's kind of dirty, so it makes it kind of hard for me to tell if I'm seeing just what's on my screen or what's on my camera. But back to the house. I will say it's probably the first time I actually paid something in cash. That was super expensive. I say like paying $430 to have professional people help move stuff out is expensive. $430 for 2 hours or whatever it was, plus gas. It's probably cheap. Alright. Off we go. Back to do more cleaning. But yeah, it was 4:30, and because they were nice enough to do a lot of the extra stuff that we didn't account for when we initially signed them, signed them up, called and inquired about help, I gave them a really generous tip. And when I can tip generously, I tip generously. I can't always tip generously, but I try when I can. It's why I wanted to actually be there in person so I could actually give them the tip these men deserve, given the heat and how heavy I know some of that stuff was. I will say the only error they made was they brought my dresser that was supposed to go to the dumpster to the new house, and the wardrobe as well. But I'm not knocking it. I'll just work with my sister to figure out how to dispose of them. But we got a garage, so we can store things in the garage. But no, it was 3 guys. I believe if I counted my money correctly, the tip was I think I wanted to tip more, but I think it ended up being 120 divided by 3. Which I wasn't mathing like that when I was counting the cash out. But I wanted to make sure it was divided evenly. So by 3, I wanted to make sure it was divisible by 3 no matter what I tipped them, so that way they didn't have to worry about making change. Which ultimately they still did, because I had hundreds and 50s on me. And again, I don't normally carry cash. It's a miracle I have cash. I'm just too lazy to go to the bank or find an ATM to deposit it right now. Hence, cash. But it makes tipping hella easier. a touch more rich, I probably would have aimed for 100 per person. Because I know how heavy the stuff is they moved. Because some of the stuff I got for free at the hotel I used to work at, employee benefits of sorts, to give my kids because they needed some stuff. And those things are freaking solid as all get out. So, and what makes it worse is one of the things that they brought back was one of the things you guys yesterday watched me attempt to demolish when my stream was being super laggy and kept going offline online without me noticing. So I don't think my daughter understands how not safe that thing really is. Because I really tried to break it apart. If I had a crowbar, it would have worked successfully, but I didn't. But yeah, the whole thing was also kind of a last minute schedule with the moving professionals there, so it's also why I tried to be super generous and like thank you for being able to do this last minute. Because I really don't know what the hourly rate would technically be. Kind of like if you were to go to a repair shop for a vehicle, you technically pay the hourly rate, so to speak, of the labor is like their hourly rate almost on top of whatever the company pays for. My father's a mechanic, so it's like I know they get paid by the hour by the company, but then when they do labor on a car, it's kind of like me doing shuttles at my job. I have my hourly rate, but then I get the bonus of $10 for every time I do a drive, plus a tip. It's kind of like that. So I don't know what moving professionals get as an hourly rate for before their labor is included in the cost, plus any tips they get. Because it has to be, I would think, every time I think like this, especially with shuttle drivers, it makes me wonder how close to waitressing it really is. Because I know waitressing has its own set of rules on pay and then tips and everything. And it's really weird. I've never waitressed, so I don't understand the pay regulations around it. But every time I consider anything, it's like, doesn't that sound like waitressing? Just better? Because take into consideration, if I make $18 an hour at my job and per shuttle is $10, that 1 hour I'm out running a shuttle to the airport and back, or whatever it is I'm doing, that's actually 1 hour at $28,
plus whatever tips I happen to receive. I don't expect tips, but it's always nice. I got $2 bills on me now. $2 bills. I haven't seen $2. Well, I haven't seen $2 bills in years. I like those little surprises. And like this week, I do have a smidge overtime. Not a lot, just a smidge. All under the assumption that tonight and tomorrow night and Thursday night are roughly the average of what I normally work on a normal basis. So, if I do get overtime, so for example, that 18 then becomes 27, so it's 27 plus that 10. So for that one overtime hour, if it's the shuttle, that's $37 before tips. You kind of see where my weird logic and ADHD brain's kind of going in a weird circular motion trying to connect the dots. And I can only imagine how ill-equipped my logic actually is, and I'm wrong somewhere. Horribly wrong. And if I am wrong, I'm super duper sorry. Oh! My phone is at 41%. I might not be able to live stream much longer. If I have to shut down the live stream, blame my phone battery. That's all I say now, is blame the phone battery. Because cameras like this, or YouTube in general actually, tends to drain my battery so much faster than it really ought to. Oh, okay, now I understand why. Oh, and there's... I forgot. Hold on. Alright, be impressed, people. I don't normally back into parking spots, even with a camera. I suck at it, and I'm always scared I'm going to hit a vehicle. I don't know how people are able to back in comfortably without hitting things. And I'm only backing in because there's no car next to my parking spot. Beep, beep, beep. Let's straighten out. Haha, I win. Oof, I win. I will say, I do not want to keep packing. told you guys. Hello. Alright, let's do this. Oof. Probably not the best of decisions, but hey. What does need to be brought out? Some of that. So let's see if I can put this on the charger. It's overheating. Cool. Alright, let's see if I can put some music on for now. So I can clean and have this my phone actually charge. Let's see. Put you no. Alright, I might